What's up, guys? Today we are doing the 5 steps to becoming a plumbing apprentice. It's a lot easier to do this than what people think it is. It's very popular on YouTube, people searching up how to become a plumbing apprentice. So that's why I'm making this video, not just because it's popular on YouTube, but just to kind of give my 2 cents in it. And you know, I've been doing plumbing for about 6 years. I don't have all the experience in the world, but I do have the experience of becoming an apprentice, how to become an apprentice and what to do when you are an apprentice. That's kind of what this video is about. It's a great career to get into. Before I get into the steps, you know, you can make a lot of money doing plumbing. It's basically completely up to you how much money you can make doing this, because there's so many certifications, there's licenses you can get, certifications you can get that will just continue to grow your hourly rate or your commission rate depending on what path you go in. Other than that, guys, let's get started. Step number 1, it's gonna be kind of a cheat step. It's have a family member that owns a plumbing company. It's as dumb as it sounds and as lazy as it sounds, because it's not really helping anybody out who doesn't have a family member. But if you have a family member that has a plumbing company, go to them and say, hey man or woman, I'm tired of what I'm doing. I want to get into a new career, something I can make a career out of. And I want to try plumbing. Like, is there any way I can come work for you? And chances are they'll probably say yes. And they're probably going to pay you terribly. But that's okay, guys, because when I started, I was making $12 an hour. And, you know, I'm up there. I do a commission job now, so I make 30%, which is pretty high for, you know, plumbers. That I don't know anybody that makes more than 30% personally. I don't know anybody. So you know, all the plumbers that are equivalent licenses and everything to what I have, they're making 30%. If you're not fortunate enough to have a family member though, don't worry, I got you covered. Google plumber near me, or go on Indeed and look for plumbing helper ads, because they're out there, trust me. And when you Google plumber near me, I live in Georgia, and I'm not talking about just Atlanta because it's a big city. I'm talking about like out far from Atlanta. There are so many plumbing companies. When you Google plumber near me, you're gonna be hit with a list of 50 plumbing companies, and you will find one that will give you the opportunity to interview. You will find one, I know you will. Call every single one of them. Every single one of them if you have to. And if you call every single one of them and you don't get an interview out of that, then you're doing something wrong. There's so many plumbing companies out there, and I know for a fact some of them are looking for plumber helpers or apprentices. So Google those companies, call every single one of them, and just grind it out, guys. You'll find somebody who will give you that interview and give you that opportunity to come and learn how to do this. But step number 3 is going to be do your YouTube research. There's a lot of people out there like myself who, when they want to get into something, they go into YouTube and they just watch video after video after video on how to do it. People doing it just to familiarize yourself with it. Do it, because if you land that interview or if you land that job, you're going to want at least some basic knowledge of what the job sites look like, what you can expect, what you're going to be doing, depending on what kind of plumbing that company that you apply for does. If they do residential service, commercial service, remodels, new construction, commercial new construction. There's so many different branches of plumbing out there, so just kind of research what that company does, whichever company answers the phone for you and gives you that interview. Research what they do, and just, even if it's not what they do, just research plumbing, because it will help you out tremendously just familiarizing yourself with what goes on in the plumbing world. But after step number 3, the YouTube research, step number 4 is when you land that interview, guys, show up well dressed. Don't show up with baggy pants, baggy shorts, a ripped up t-shirt. Don't show up looking like you're coming to the family barbecue over the weekend and you're about to get drunk and have a big party or something. Like, we're plumbers, but plumbers nowadays aren't your dirty pants, butt crack, smelly, nasty, big dudes that, you know, are vulgar and I mean, there are some of them out there, but you know, plumbing has kind of evolved. So show up well-dressed, show up eager to learn, show up with some enthusiasm and energy, because people want that, especially if you're doing a residential service company. They want that, because most residential service companies, you're going in there and you're selling the plumbing yourself. So which that would come later after you've got more experience in it, but they're going to want to see that in guys. They're going to want to see energy. They're going to want to see positivity. And not everybody has great days. I personally don't have a great day all the time, but I'm still able to maintain that energy with my customers, and I don't have an issue selling any plumbing to my customers. So show up well dressed, guys. Show up ready to do the work. Let them know that you're ready to do the work, that you want to build a better future for yourself, and 9 times out of 10 you'll land the job. Because if they're interviewing and you do that, you know, you're already above a lot of people that probably interview. So yeah, that's step number 4, guys. Step number 5, final step. Once you land that job, watch, listen, and learn, because you're not going to come in here on your first day and know anything. If you do, that's a plus. You might be paid more money, but if you're applying for an apprentice position, you're not really knowing anything about plumbing. And if you do know a little bit about plumbing, it's not enough to do anything. You're still an apprentice or a helper. So watch, listen, and learn. Watch what the lead plumber's doing. Listen to the lead plumber. Don't let them treat you like a slave, but listen to them. Everything they do, there's a reason behind it. Sometimes they're not going to be able to answer all of your questions because they get busy. There's nothing wrong with that. You just have to watch, and over time, eventually, you're going to learn. That was what I was told when I started. Just watch. Don't get frustrated. Don't let it overwhelm you, because it will be like, holy crap. Am I really cut out to do this? You're going to get into some nasty situations. You're going to get into some tight situations. By that I mean crawl spaces down here in Georgia. You know, little bitty like holes in the wall that you got to squeeze through, little cabinets you got to get in. They build vanities and cabinets so weird nowadays. They've got little bitty drawers and little bitty doors that you have to squeeze through. It's a pain in the butt. You're gonna get mad. You're gonna hit your head on things. You're gonna have some rough times, but those rough times are worth it if you fall in love with the trade itself and you actually enjoy doing this. Because if you're gonna do this, you have to enjoy doing this, because I don't know a plumber that doesn't enjoy doing this at least a little bit. Because if you don't, then why are you doing it? Like, you know, the money's good, but you can do a lot less work and still make decent money somewhere else. You have to take the time to learn it. You have to take the time to get through the hard times, because it's gonna be hard at first and you're not gonna learn everything. After a year or two, you're gonna think you know how to do something. You're gonna get put on a job site and you're gonna be dumbfounded. You're gonna sit there and you're gonna look at it and you're gonna be like, holy crap, I've been doing this 2 years and I don't know where to start. But that's okay. Don't let it overwhelm you, because eventually, I had a plumber tell me one time, I felt the same way. He told me, you know, I felt the same way you did, blah, 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 same thing. But he told me that one day you're gonna get on the job site and everything's just gonna click. You're just gonna start doing it. And, you know, I didn't really believe him that much at the time, but it happened. Like exactly how he said it would happen, it happened. That stuck with me for over 6 years, or over the 6 years that I've been doing this, that stuck with me. And, you know, I think he got arrested for trafficking drugs, but, you know, it's still great advice, or not advice, but great information that he gave me. I always remember that, and it's true, guys. And once you get past that you know, that little hump, you're gonna thrive. I mean, it's gonna be great. The industry needs plumbers. Most of the time, you got to train people to do it, because people aren't born knowing how to do this, and the guys that do know how to do this are getting older and older. So we need guys in the industry to learn and become the future of plumbing. Plumbing's evolving. Plumbers are making more money now than they ever have. Plumbers are making 6 figures now, which in today's economy, you know, you got to make a lot of money to survive. YouTube can teach you just about anything you need to know. So this industry is not as hard as people think it is to get into. You just got to do it, guys. And hopefully my little bit of insight here can help somebody out. That's kind of the goal with this video, is just if I can help somebody at least gain the confidence to go do it. It's not hard. Just go do it, guys. I'll see y'all on the next one.